This is so much better than McDonald's. Greetings, salutations, good people. My name is Otis James Bush Jr. This is OJP Cooking. It's back. The steak, egg, and cheese bagel is back. This was the most fire item on the McDonald's menu, hands down. But as we previously discussed, McDonald's is poison. Poison. Therefore, we shall make one today, but way better, obviously, and with way better steak. So what we gonna do? Got some sirloin steak, of course. You feel me? Got some American cheese, a couple of eggs, an onion. Got some plain bagels. Got some fresh dill. Dry dill is cool too, but you know what I'm saying? Fresh dill is obviously better. Got some lemon juice, some mayo, some mustard, some steak sauce, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, so on and so forth. But we'll get into all that in the video. And that's it, man. We're gonna take all of this, hook it on up. Come on with me. All right, good people, welcome back. Now the first thing we're gonna do here is chop up our yellow onion. Now we're gonna use a yellow onion as opposed to like a white onion or a purple onion, just simply because of the sweetness. I suppose you could use a purple onion, but we're gonna go with a yellow onion because that was the recipe called for. And you want to dice that up, make quick work of that, and then we'll move on to the sauce. Now for the sauce, we're gonna utilize mayo, mustard, a little bit of steak sauce, lemon juice, a little simple syrup, salt, and some garlic powder. And I'll have all the measurements down in the description box for you, of course. And then you want to adjust this to taste. Also, some fresh dill and black pepper. Forgot about those two. Now you can use dry dill if you had that at the house, but fresh dill is always preferred. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna give you a much more robust taste, and it definitely, helped out this here sauce recipe. And then, simple syrup just to bring a little bit of sweetness on the back end. You don't want to put too much, just a touch. But again, I have some measurements for you. You want to mix that up just like so. You know what I mean? Till you get it nice and combined, nice and acquainted, until it look like that, just like that. And cover that, put that in the refrigerator, set it to the side. All right, now we gonna work on our steak. And we're gonna take our steak here and we're gonna pound this out nice and thin. You want to make it, not only are we looking to tenderize it, but we want to make it thin and even so it'll cook evenly when we go to cook it here. Take out a little bit of frustration as you do this. You know what I'm saying? You had a rough day, you feel like hitting somebody over the head, take it out on the steak, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't catch a case. And then once you get it to your desired flatness, slash appropriate thickness, or thinness rather, you want to go ahead and give it a good salt. We go salt both sides of this, let it sit for 25 minutes, and then we go pat the excess moisture off, as you will see me doing here in just a second. I went ahead and cut the steak in half as well. And then, before it went to the pan, I even trimmed it a little bit more, trimmed off some of the edge just to make it nice and, bagel shape basically. And then once we pat it dry, we go hit it with a little garlic powder. And then that's all we go put on the steak. We don't want to get too fancy, although I am going to hit it with a butter base, but that's optional. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do that. All right, into a medium, hot skillet. We're going to use cast iron today to start off with the onions and the steak. Want to add some olive oil and about a half a tablespoon of butter, and then we're just gonna throw those onions right into the pan. You want to break them up just like you see me doing right here. Yeah. Just spread them out about the pan. Now the key is here to let them sit just long enough for them to cook a little bit, and then stir them around like you see me doing right here. This ain't nothing you can really just walk away from like that, but it don't take too long unless you're trying to get like a deep caramelization, but that's not what we're going for today. We're just trying to give it a light caramelization for the sandwich, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just like that. Alright, now that we're done with those, just gonna remove those, put them in a bowl, set it to the side. I gave my pan a little bit of a wipe down with a paper towel to get any excess onions out of there, and then we hit it with a little bit more olive oil, and then our 2 pieces of steak go in. Now before you add your steak, let your pan come up in heat. So we're cooking this on more of a medium, like a low medium high. If you're looking for a number, slightly to the right, on the knob down towards the bottom. And then this is a very quick cook rather, you know what I mean? So this is a very thin steak as you can see. And so we probably cooked this about a minute and a half on each side, give or take, maybe a few seconds. And then this butter bath, garlic butter and thyme that I'm doing, this is totally optional, y'all. I'm being extra, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, man. But I found it hard to cook a steak without hitting it with the traditional butter bath, man. But you don't have to do this at the house. This is totally optional. Your sandwich will come out fine without doing this here. But I will say, it added something to it, man. Made the sandwich a little bougie, you feel me? Yeah, just like that. Hit it with the butter. Yeah. Alright. And then once we're done with this, you know, we're ready to move on to our egg. Now I'm gonna switch pans up as we go to the egg, you know, simply because, you know, we did a lot with this cast iron skillet. Plus I want to use a non-stick, and you'll see why in just a second. Alright, now we got a little olive oil going in here. It's a medium, got this on like a medium heat. Maybe even make a medium low, slightly left, bottom left, you know what I mean? And we added about a half a tablespoon of butter as well. We got 2 eggs, you know, whisked up nicely, and have those, you know, just right into your pan like so. Now we not go, you know, scramble them, of course. Well, you can if you want to, but that's not what we're doing today. We go try to mirror what McDonald's actually does with theirs, except for I think they fold theirs twice, but because of the width of our pan, these eggs actually came out pretty thick. So I'm actually just going to end up folding this once and then cutting it in half, you know. But as we're doing this, we just letting the pan do all the work. We're not going to do too much. Just let the egg kind of cook. And again, you want to, you know, don't have your heat up too high because you don't want the egg to burn or be overcooked on one side before the other side gets appropriately cooked. Then we just go fold this in on itself just like so. Like you're making an omelet, but you know, without no ingredients. And then cut it in half like this with your spatula. Yeah. And then I threw a couple of slices of cheese on both of those, but then we moved on to our sandwich assemble. I can't talk. Alright. Now we got our sauce, and we could just, you know, you can generously apply it or liberally apply it. It's up to you, you know what I mean? I went generous with it on both buns, and then we put our steak down, onions on top of that, you know what I mean? Get that nice and right, and then on goes our egg and cheese, top bun, you know what I mean? Quick turn to the camera. Yeah. And now we in the game, baby. Yeah, look how beautiful that is, boy. I'm gonna tell y'all, man, listen, McDonald's could never, on their best day, with their best employee, and that employee in his best mood at the top of their shift, could never, ever be on this level, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a sandwich and a half. This is a killer breakfast sandwich. I put this up against anything. You know, I don't even know what else to say, man. And I know you want to bite. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. All right, good people. Moment of truth. Time to test it out. See what you do. So much better than McDonald's. So yeah, man, I'm aware that they brought back the steak, egg, and cheese bagel, but I highly recommend that you just make one at the crib. I'm just saying. The steak, egg, and cheese bagel from McDonald's is good, but as I mentioned earlier, it's poison. This is sandwich made from these quality ingredients. Tops that sandwich by 1,000. It's better steak, it's better eggs, the caramelized onions is on point. Just fire.